Washington. Okay, so, every primary, we talk about taking that momentum to the next race. This time, it's Romney, who doesn't really come off a win in Louisiana, but he gets big Republican endorsements. Are those endorsements kind of giving, Romney momentum that primary wins haven't?
I'm not sure they're giving him momentum, but they are kind of drawing a noose around the race. So when you see the establishment moving like this, it's sending a signal to voters that we need to focus on the general election, not so much the primary. And in that sense, I do think it helps Romney. But usually these kind of endorsements don't really transfer votes. You can, very famously, John Connally ran for president once and got all the endorsements in the world, ended up with one delegate at the convention.
Then what's the point of having them, getting them, valuing them?
In political terms, in marketing terms, you kind of call it permission to believe. It either cracks open the door. Well, maybe if this fellow, he thinks like I do, if he looks at that candidate, maybe I should look at it too. Or it validates your choice. Well, I feel comfortable supporting this candidate. But today, there's so much information available to voters about these candidates themselves. They're on TV all the time. You can read about them anywhere, anytime. Voters have so much direct information that the endorsement of others really isn't determinative.
So I wonder if in a roundabout way it also sends a message that some of these endorsements are coming so late in the game. Or is it kind of late in the game?
It is kind of late in the game. It's kind of everybody's on board. You might as well get on board. You might as well get on board too. And so that's what's happening here. I think it is. I think you mentioned earlier, resignation is the feeling with some of these Republicans.
Oh my goodness!
But in a way,
kind of like throwing in the towel.
Not throwing in the towel, but Mitt Romney is not the passionate soul of the Republican Party. But in a way, that's going to be good for him in a general election, because you don't want this general election, if you're a Republican, to be about how far right can the Republican Party go. You want it to be a referendum on Barack Obama's economy.
Yeah.
And Romney may be hard to love. He's also very hard to hate. He's going to be a very strong general election candidate. Wow.
And he is likely to do well, Romney, likely to do well in Connecticut, Delaware, New York. And you already mentioned that it could be, kind of tight with Pennsylvania, so that will kind of lock it in for him, so to speak?
I think so. I think we're getting to the point where these candidates, Santorum and Gingrich, are like the appendix in your body. They're not a vital organ. They're there for some reason. We just don't know why.
Yeah, and you know it when something goes wrong, however. All right, Alex. All right, thanks so much. Of course, we'll be seeing you Tuesday with the rest of the CNN Political